Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections or my collections. I am going through my Los Scarabeo Oracle decks today, so let's get into it. So, the thing about Los Scarabeo decks is that they do tend to be pretty small. Like, if you're not aware, um, most Oracle decks in the mass market, I would say the consensus is about 40 to 44 cards. Los Scarabeo decks are always less than 44 cards. I don't think I've ever seen one that was 44 cards. I don't have them all, obviously. You saw what I have. But none of the ones I have more. The most I have is 36. So they do tend to be a little bit smaller than my other Oracle decks. But for me, I don't mind that because, like, look, I'm not out here looking to have a million cards. I don't read professionally, so I'm not going to get bored with them. Most of them are thematic. And so, since they're so thematic, when a deck is thematic like that, I'm probably only going to pull one or two cards for very specific questions anyway. So, it's fine for me. So, I tend to like these decks. I like this one is by Paolo Barbieri. This is the Fantasy Cats Oracle. The magic is in your paw. This might have been my first one. I can't remember if it's this one or the unicorns, but so this is 23 cards. So I put them in order. I'm showing them in order here from the least amount of cards to the most amount of cards. So we're going to start with this one. This is my smallest one. This is only 23 cards. Now I got to admit, this one feels a little light. The ones that are like 32 to 36 feels fine for me. This one does feel a little light, not going to lie, but to like accent a reading, it's fine. And these cards are cute. Paolo Barbieri makes lovely artwork. It's like surrealist fantasy art, and it's funky and fun and a little bit unnerving sometimes, but this one is not. It's very cute. So you've got three suits. The upright, like regular oriented cards, like the vertical cards, I guess, are all actions. So you've got watching, traveling, hiding, ruling, empowering, and let's see what else we got here. Dreaming. And then you get some attitudes, and they all say attitude, and then this one says desiring intimacy. So you've got attitude, desiring intimacy. Let's see if we can find another attitude. Attitude, desiring balance, and then you've got um, a couple of summer. This one is summer. What's the word I'm looking for? Seasons. A couple of seasons. There's four seasonal cards. Summer, the wild energy of midday, and then there's all the seasons are in here. All four. Here's four. Here's fall, the quiet joy of transition. So they do change orientation. So if that bothers you, there's that. The backs are different based on the so you've got three different backs for the three different suits. So here is the action back. Cute. This one is the attitude back. Goes that way. Or maybe it goes that way. I don't know. Which way do you think? And then this one is the seasonal back, but it's like the same back, but with a lighter border, basically. And so that's the Fantasy Cats Oracle. This one has did I say that this one has a Sasha Graham guidebook? I like a Sasha Graham guidebook, y'all. I have another deck from Los Scarabeo that has a Sasha Graham guidebook that I adore. I think it's called Haunted House. Haunted House. Tarot of Haunted House. Love it. Love it. This one also comes with a linen box, which, it's just a nice touch. I like it when they put them in these linen boxes. And the next one up actually is also in a linen box. And these might be my only two. Yes, I think these are the only two with linen boxes. This one is 30 cards. So we jumped up. We went from 23 to 30, right? So that's a big jump. This is the More at Psyche Oracle by George Barbier is the artist. They kind of just put his artwork on these cards, but the writer for the guidebook is Rachel Paul, and she's done a great job. I like her guidebooks as well. I think she did the unicorns. Did she do the dragons? I can't remember, but I like her guidebook. She writes good guidebooks. And for this one, you get, I told you already, 30 cards, and let's see how much in the guidebook. 49 pages of English because it's in multiple languages. It is broken up into suits as well. You've got your infatuation, your true love, and then you're like going on to the end kind of love, like, we're in it deep kind of love. I can't remember what she called them. Here we go. Blossoming love, blossoming feelings. And then you got experiencing love, which is card 11 through 20. And then 21 through 30 is love in full bloom, basically. Like we're in it deep. And then for each write up quote, and then you get this a seeing love section, which is the story. And then making love, which is action, being love, which is meditation, and then proclaiming love, which is an affirmation. And here are the beautiful cards. I love this artwork. It goes so well. I have a tarot deck by Scarabeo. I want to say it's called the Etruscan Tarot. They go so well together. I use them together all the time. But this is actually a love deck, so it stays in my love box. And the Etruscan Tarot does not. So you can use this with like the Sexual Magic Tarot or even the Romantic Tarot. Any of them goes nicely with it. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful artwork. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit funky. Yeah, and I like it. And I like the keywords: the warrior of love, taking the plunge, balance and unity, the game of love, love's embrace, loving yourself, love secrets. It has like some keywords that feel a little naive and then some that feel deeper. And I like the mix there. So yeah. So these are the backs. Gorgeous backs, man. Fully reversible. So that's the Amor et Psyche Oracle. All of these Los Scarabeo decks come with the string. So nice. And they usually have, because they're not a full 44 cards, they have a lot of space in the guidebook. So you can put crystals and things in there. Put a little cloth if you want. The next one up is the Journey of a Lonely Soul Oracle cards. This one is a newer one in my collection. I just got this last year, maybe. This is by Charles Harrington, with artwork by Anna Majboroda. And it's a beautiful deck. The guidebook is where it's at. The card art is pretty, but it's really about the guidebook for this one for me. This is 32 cards. And you get 51 pages of fantasticness in English. And it basically walks you through. So it's a soul walking through different phases of their loneliness and coming to terms with each phase as they move through it, basically. That's the story and the premise of the deck. And it's fantastic. It really is. It's great for shadow work. Fantastic for daily pulls if you're just wanting to be in that space and work through those feelings. You could even do bibliomancy with this one. Like I said, it's really in the guidebook. So this one says Garden of Bones, diving toward the heavens, Cathedral in the woods, stirrings of a welcome wind. Yeah. Wastelands, absolution. Very cradled by the sky. Inward initiation. Covenant of regret. Antechamber of apathy. Return to abundant shores. These are the beautiful backs. They're not reversible, but I mean, each card has such a potent message that I don't feel I would be reading them reversed anyway, because I'm pulling a card and reading I'm reading from the book. You know what I mean? So yeah, so that is, I mean, you can use these cards, I think, without using the book, because the keywords like this one, cradled by the sky, you could just intuit, a meaning for that based on what you're asking. But yeah, I don't know. I like to use the guidebook for this one. That's where it's at for me. Floating in the storm. So yeah, that is, again, the Journey of a Lonely Soul. One more card. So this one is coming in at 33 cards. This is the Star Dragons Oracle. Very nice deck. It's a lot of fun. So it says, a star in the sky and a dragon in your heart. The artwork of Paolo Barbieri connects humanity to infinity. Again, another Paolo Barbieri deck. I think it's another Rachel Paul guidebook. Let me check. Yep, another Rachel Paul guidebook. We like a Rachel Paul guidebook up in here. So, so that's that's what we're doing. Similar to the other one, it's got some correspondences and different sections. So you've got Wisdom of the Herald, Wisdom of the Dragon, and then Star Dragon Invocation. You can take a look and read that for yourself if you'd like to see. Here are the backs. Beautiful backs. They're so dreamy and fully reversible. Love them. And here we go. Let's take a look at the Star Dragons. So these are action-filled fantasy artwork, beautiful dragon cards. I love them. I don't know why I don't use them more. I recently got another dragon deck in for review, but I like this one better. So this is the one that's probably going to stay with me. It just feels so potent, especially like look at them laid out like this. Like look at all the dragons. I love them. I love them. And they come with keywords like wisdom, asking questions, miracle, making a difference, bliss, cherishing the day, effort, conquering your demons, legacy, persistence, choice, understanding consequences, transcendence, achieving success, invention, burning with passion, the self, gathering your power. Look at her gathering the fire, and it's running through the dragon. Challenge, standing up for your rights. He's got the sword. He's headed over there. I love this deck. I don't know why I don't use it more, but with it being the year of the dragon, I have a feeling that these are going to come back out. I have actually been thinking about them recently. So yeah, so these are the dragons. Next up are the unicorns. This is one more card. So we went from 33 to 34. And sometimes because like they do have smaller amounts of cards, if I do want to use them like to do readings, like say I'm doing a bunch of readings in a day and I just want to use these cards to use as clarifiers or thematic or whatever I want to use them for, I'll mix them and I'll leave them mixed for months at a time. So I've mixed this one with the Journey of the Lonely Soul for a long time. They were mixed together for like a whole year. And they worked well for me together like that. And the more at Psyche, I mixed with another deck, and I'll show you that. They were mixed together until I did this video. I may put them back together. So, yeah, that's an option as well. I know a lot of people like to use the unicorns with the dragons. I had this one mixed with Journey of the Lonely Soul, but now that I've separated them, I'm considering mixing them with different decks, which haven't come up yet. So we'll talk about them when they come up. This is the unicorns. The unicorns is another Paolo Barbieri and Rachel Paul baby. Another project by that team. And this one is similar to all of her books, where she gives you different parts in the guidebook. So you have a transformation section, which tells the story, a meditation section, an affirmation section, and an action section in the guidebook for each card. And I'll just hold some up so you can see if you'd like to read it for yourself. You get, let's see, this one, 33 pages in English. This deck is a little bit different because I guess because unicorns are so elusive, they chose to make the titles more elusive, like the meanings of the cards more elusive in the title. The cards are labeled fun in a way that makes me really kind of have to stop and think. So this is not a wave. So it's not soft and, lapping. It's intense. It's intensity. So it's not a butterfly. It's metamorphosis. It's not a seahorse. This is perspective. And so I have to think about what about the seahorse is it not? You know what I mean? What about the butterfly is it not? So this is not a mountain. This is stability. So what about the mountain are we not finding in this? You know what I mean? Like we're not a mountain. We're stable. So maybe it's saying you're not you haven't been born that way. You had to find that stability. Something like that. So you haven't been created that way. You had to be made that way. And so I like to think about these types of things when I'm using these cards. And then, of course, you have that fantastic guidebook to help you. I don't go in the guidebook for this one that much. I really stay mostly with the labels and the images. So, yeah, this one's not a flower, vulnerability, not a deer, harmony, not an angel, divinity, not a street lamp, clarity. And these are the backs for that one, fully reversible. Thus, the unicorns, Paulo Barbieri. So that is what, the third Paulo Barbieri deck I've shown you? I think I have one more, but it might not come until the very end because I just got that one and I'm pretty sure it has the most cards. All right, so what are we up to? 34 cards now. The next one, I think, has 35 cards, right? Yes, 35 cards. This is the Manara or Erotic Oracle. It has chakras, arrows, and astrology. I love this deck, and I mix it with the Amor et Psyche Oracle, and I will put them back together as soon as I'm finished with this video. As soon as I finish, they're going back together. Um, this is the guidebook is written by Elsa, and I cannot pronounce her last. I'm not even going to try. This one does talk about chakras and astrology, so it gives you some information in the front about that, just to kind of get you going. And then each set, there's a couple of cards for each chakra. So for the seventh chakra, you get a few cards, and then the sixth chakra, you get a few cards, and so forth and so on. And each one tells you kind of the name of the chakra, and then the association: Sun in Pisces, Moon in Libra, that kind of stuff. So that's the guidebook for this one. Here are the fantastic bags. Oh, Lord have mercy. Love them. Love them. Nudity alert. Nudity alert. So I'm not going to show a bunch of these because a lot of them don't have any clothes on, but I'll show you the ones that I can. So this is, you can see here on the cards that you have the chakra here. And then you've got, this is the moon in Aries on this side, and then there's a phrase. So this one says the garden at the top of the world. Then here you've got the throat chakra, the moon in, what is this, Libra, reaching outward. No, that's not Libra. What is this one? Leo. And this one is the heart chakra, for better or for worse, Lilith in Aries. And the solar plexus, dreams of repressed lust. This poor guy is dying. And this is the moon in, is that Virgo? I'm not sure. I'm bad with these glyphs. I wish they would have just put some, well, I guess there's no space really. So no, I don't. Heart chakra, moon in Gemini, the promise of unending love. That might be the last one. Okay, this is, I think, the last one I can show. So this is the heart chakra and Venus in, what is this one? Uranus, maybe? I don't even know. Is that Libra? I don't know. The lightness of being. It's very pretty. All right, so that's all I can do for you guys here. So that's the Manara erotic oracle. It has the astrology layered in. I don't use it much because it's hard for me to use it quickly, but if I'm using the book, I definitely pay attention to it. So this one is the Visions of Duality inspirational cards. This one is, sorry, it's upside down. This one is the 36 cards. So it's the same as the Manara, I think. No, the Manara was 35. All right, so this one is 36 cards. And this is the other one that I was thinking about mixing the unicorns with. This is a newer one in my collection. I just got this year, but earlier in the year, I believe, or either really late last year. It might have been really late last year at a Llewellyn sale. I haven't had it long and I haven't used it much, so I can't really tell you too much about it. I put it back in order because I really want to go through it with the guidebook because I was having a little bit of trouble with it, but it does have suits. You've got duality cards, which are the artistic vision that have two opposite concepts that coexist at the same time. And then you've got the polarity cards, which are unbalanced energies. And then you've got what's the other suit? Because there's three of that. Duality, which are numbered with Arabic numbers, and then the polarity, which are numbered with Roman numerals. And it says the duality cards have a full sentence and the polarity cards have a sharp word. See, and now I put the deck down for so long and I couldn't even remember that. So that's going to be difficult to work with. But anyways, so I guess these are the polarity cards in the back. We've got healing, birth, worth, violence. So they're two polar opposites. So we've got some like light and some darkness, violence, death, emptiness, and betrayal. Okay, so those are the polarities. And then these are the dualities, the many faces of nature. I'm going to keep them in order. Burden of creativity. Look at the beautiful there. Look at that. Oh, so stunning. Coming of age. The call of the wild. Look at that. Oh, I love the artwork on this. The river of time. Look at this in the background. And one more, the maze we walk. Okay. So yeah, I haven't used them yet, so I can't really say how they read. I think I tried to use them and I was like, wait, I need to go back because I think I tried to use them in a reading and I was just very confused and I was like, no, let me walk this back. And I put them all back in order. So I'm gonna get back to those soon. So these are the backs. Super cute. I like that there's little, they look like, these remind me of raccoons. I don't know why. Is that supposed to be raccoons? But they look like raccoons. I like the backs anyway. So that's the Visions of Duality inspirational cards. And then the last one that I have here, also 36 cards, just like the Visions of Duality. And those are the two newer ones in my collection. So maybe this is their new thing, 36 cards. This is another Paolo Barbieri deck. But this one has text by Carol Ann and Sanchezi. I'm not sure who that is. I like the writing though. This is, I think, the only Paolo Barriere deck I have that's not. Is this the only one? Did the cats have? No, the cats are Sasha Graham. Okay, so it's not just this one because I was going to say the only one that doesn't have Rachel Paul, but the cats are Sasha Graham. So this is Alice in Wonderland. I love this deck. I'm not into Alice in Wonderland. I'm not even going to lie to you. But something about this just kept calling my name. And I was just like, let me get this deck so I could stop thinking about it. And so glad I did. Really love it. So yeah, you get, let's see how many pages. This is also English. So you have 53 pages in English. She tells you about the story. She gives you the meaning and then a key question for every card, which was very helpful to me because I don't know. I'm not an Alice in Wonderland fan. I've seen the movie with Johnny Depp one time when it came out years ago, and I've never read the books. So I probably saw the cartoon when I was a kid, but I don't remember it. So it was helpful to have this little snippet about the story for each card. I thought that the lack of keywords on the cards was going to be a problem, but it doesn't seem to be. I'm not having trouble using them. So, seeing a white rabbit. Actually, let me lay them out so you can see them. Seeing a white rabbit. Um, a little door to a new land. I like how Alice is all grown up in this. Like she feels more accessible because she's not a child for me. So I like that about this one. A drink me labeled bottle. I couldn't understand why we had drink me but no eat me. Because I was like, why isn't there one where she eats the cake? But then there was too many tears, which I guess would be, I don't know. I guess there is one in here where she get big at some point from eating cake? And there was no card on that. And I thought, well, we could have had 37, you know. But there is a card that's like Queen Alice. So I guess I don't know. Let me leave it. I'm not really much of an Alice in Wonderland person, so it's hard for me to tell, but I do like the cards and I like the meanings behind them. So they work well as an oracle deck. So it works for me. It's quirky and crazy looking. And I think it's going to work well with a lot of my Halloween decks, but I've been using it. It's summertime at the moment when I'm filming this, and I've been using it. It's working just fine for me. The only thing that has been bothering me about it is that some of the cards don't have color. So like these are all very colorful, but then these cards are all very gray. And I couldn't quite figure out why. I was like, why is there no color in these? You know, I don't know if that's part of the story or what. But when those land on the table, I don't really love it. That's like the only thing about this one that I don't like. Otherwise, it was pretty easy to use right out of the box. If I got stuck, it has those little short entries in the guidebook that I could read really quickly to help me out. So that's the Alice in Wonderland. I love the backs on this crazy Cheshire cat. That's the Alice in Wonderland oracle cards, and that's my last one. That's the biggest one. So these two had the same amount of cards, 36, and everyone after that was just kind of going down. So that's it. So stay. This is like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a series. You'll see some more of these coming up of different parts of my collection as I've sort of put them together and filmed them over the years. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle. Links in the description box below where you can pick up any of these if you are interested. They will be Amazon affiliate links. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you buy from Amazon and you use those links, it helps me a little bit. It gives me a couple cents. It doesn't cost you anything. All you need to do is log in, click the link, log in, check out within the hour, and it doesn't cost you anything. So it's very helpful. It's just a few cents, but they do add up. So I appreciate it for all of those of you who are using those links. I know some of you are out there like, I used the link, and I'm like, thank you. If you do buy it from Amazon, you can also pick these up directly from Llewellyn if you can buy directly from them or directly from Scarabeo. So yeah, I think that's all I have. Stay tuned if you want to see more of my collections videos. They're coming. They'll be rolling out over the next couple of weeks. And if you want to see ones that I've already filmed, you can check my collection reflection playlist. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.